I'm back. I've been gone, but I'm back, and I've got stuff for you, and I'm going to try and make it better. So tell me how I do. And this has been delayed too much. This is my Ultrasabers prophecy, and I'm going to be doing a review on it, but I also want to address some of the drama that Ultrasabers has been going through right now. What's going on with that in another video. I'll compare it with my Saber Forge. A common comparison to compare Saber Forge and Ultrasabers, despite them being vastly different companies, especially since Saber Forge has made a number of upgrades to their both their website, their hilts, and their electronics. Let's start off with the review. Also, I want to show you how to order from Ultrasabers because their website's a bit confusing for some people. Alright, so, and that's what this is for. We'll do that later. Ultrasabers Prophecy. Now, the reason I got this, I think this is a Prophecy V4 or something like that. The reason I got this is me and Zach Baca, who's been on my channel a few times, are performing in front of 10,000 people at a hockey arena doing the Obi-Wan and Anakin duel. We are using Mike Starwalker's tutorials. It's our first show. We're super excited. It's pretty intense. We're doing it in front of the Grizzlies hockey team as well, so it's a pretty big deal. And we really had to step up our lightsaber stunt saber game. Originally we started with our Hasbro lightsabers. We were going to convert those, but geez, those things are heavy. And then we used Maz sabers, but those things ended up glitching, and the electronics chassis and system and everything was actually pretty weak. So we went to what's kind of widely considered the best place to get Beat Sabers, or at least was considered to be the best place to get Beat Sabers, Ultrasabers. And the Prophecy is the most stylish slash thin hilt that they sell. And I mean, it's a nice looking hilt. In my opinion, it's one of their nicest looking hilts. And I just want to talk about this thing for a minute. It's obviously because I'm doing Obi-Wan. We got it in Guardian Blue. Ooh, I like this wood. You can really see that. That's the right color right there. Just about. Actually, it's a little brighter, but that reflection's about what it looks like to me in real life. But anyway, let's see if I can't. There you go. That's about the blade color. And it's in stunt config, so no sound. And because I am just using this at like 100 meters away from 10,000 people, it's going to be intense and there's going to be loud music, so no point in having sound. And if it breaks, that would be a lot more expensive to fix. And I could probably fix this on my own with my knowledge of electronics. Now, a few more of the specs. It has 1-inch blade socket. I'm using a dual diffuse is the proper term, but they call it Ultra Edge mid-grade blade, which means that the blade is frosted and it has the film on the inside. Obviously, we got this button, but we actually didn't order that. That's something I'm going to talk about a little later. I have made a weight to put on the inside just to give the hilt a little extra weight. It runs on 4 AAA batteries, as you can see here, and has Velcro to help just with jiggling and stuff. That's about it. That's basically all the components. Solid pommel, really heavy pommel too, which you would figure, like, it is all the way solid. You can actually thread it in backwards, but I don't know if you'll be able to get it out. So I haven't. I've done it part of the way, but I haven't done it all the way. I don't plan on it. Anyway, CoverTech wheel. These are the retention screws. They both operate for the blade. Neither of them hold the LED in. I actually don't know how the LEDs held in. These windows on the side give a nice shine through. I think it looks real nice. It's kind of modeled after Anakin's Attack of the Clones lightsaber, or as I like to call it, the Tusken Slayer, which is actually a name for one of the replicas from Walla Wanga of that hilt. But anyway, so one of the things that happened when we ordered this we ordered it with just the normal guarded switch, which was cheaper. We're trying to make it as cheap as we could, so no cover tech wheel, no or no special AV switch or anything. And they gave us both anyway, which is like, that's freaking fantastic, but I'm confused as to why. And I'll go into that a little more. Sorry, my camera's shaking. But one of the big reasons I think why is Ultrasabers looks like they're running out of money. They're not doing so hot. There's been they lost their manager of like their email manager. I don't remember what the proper term for that is, but their customer service manager. That's right. There was like a huge fight, and like the owner of the business, I think I've met him in person through cons, and he was not a nice guy, and it was a disaster, and shipping times have gone way out of whack and stuff. But for some reason, our hilts and our experiences with them, with these hilts, because Zach Walker got the same one, were not just good, but like too good. Because like the shipping was incredible. We got more than we asked for free, and I mean, like there was no damage. These things have taken a beating. I've had this thing for a while, and we're doing choreography with it. The only thing I've had to do is shorten the blade, but that's just for balancing. That's not hard. I have a bandsaw, so you could probably just do it with a normal handsaw. But Ultrasabers has been getting a lot of flack, and it's kind of sad. I mean, like, when you search Saberforge, I don't know if it's doing it right now, but when you would search Saberforge, Ultrasabers would pop up at the top of Google, because they just had so much money that they could spend money on ads and have their name popped up to the top of the search. Last time I searched Saberforge, I don't think that was happening, because they're running out of money, to be quite frank. And that's sad, because I actually kind of like some of their new hilts, like the Ray hilt that they have, the Empress. But despite that, this hilt has served me super well, and now that I've shortened the blade pretty drastically, it's freaking fantastic. Only complaint I really have when it comes to its wieldiness is after a while it makes my hands black. It's something to do with the metal. My Saberforge actually does that too, but to a lesser degree, because it's anodized and has a leather wrap, so there's less exposed aluminum. But I've thrown this thing super high in the air and let it hit the ground. Well, I didn't let it hit the ground, I just failed to catch it. And it's fine. The batteries in here aren't fully alive. They're pretty dead, so I haven't, and I don't have any replacements, so I can't show you what it looks like on full charge, but it's pretty bright. And I don't think there's any more I can say. It was a great hilt, great customer service, but I wouldn't put your money on them right now. A lot of the custom saber communities saying that they're not getting the same kind of treatment that I got, and so I'm not going to recommend them if like the words of many are saying that they're bad. So just take this with a grain of salt. But this has served me incredibly well. It's working great. The switch doesn't turn off when I'm in the middle of a sparring or dueling with Zach, so no problem. Okay, so I guess next step is to make a video on how I ordered it, and I'll do that now. Goodbye, guys.